on the vaccine so that way people don't gotta get sued and shit like that.
Yes, so when you take it, some people may blow up.
You ever heard the thing where people were saying about like the arm that they got the shot in, and it's like a magnet. They could put like a quarter on.
That's a conspiracy. That has
to. That thing was 5G towers, man.
5G towers, man. Put that phone down, man. Go take a shower.
Yeah, what happened to all those 5G people? I don't hear about them no more.
They got on that 5G. We all programmed. We got the unlimited data. We good.
Oh, man, yeah. They're gonna kill us with the towers, man. I can't believe it. The people were starting to get to me, man. I was starting to believe them.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yo. And they had me thinking, like, damn, what are these? Yo, maybe it is these towers.
And mind you, half the niggas wasn't even pointing at cell phone towers. Some niggas was pointing at water towers. Like,
yeah, look at that. You don't know. I'm like, no, that's the guy that got Dish Network, man.
Why is it so big? Why is it leaking right now?
Yeah,
I don't know why it's leaking. It's full of humans.
Oh man, yeah, those guys.
Well, one thing about the pandemic, I love the conspiracies that are coming out of people who just built up this thing. It's interesting. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're right.
It's a lot of conspiracies coming out now.
Oh man,
that we've been living in a program that's simulated.
Yeah. The computer chips. They saying the vaccine got computer chips in them, and
yo, I was saying that when I got vaccinated, I was like, I can feel the microchip.
Oh man.
One thing that scared me was the nurses passing out when they were taking it.
2 nurses.
That's one too many nurses.
Who was the one? The one was talking about she got Bell palsy and everything. Did you seen that one?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't mean to laugh, but
like before the vaccine.
On this episode, white people are crazy.
Yeah, she made a video like, look at my face. Look what it did to my face. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, she's like shaking like that, right?
Oh,
I can't do it.
That thing was like, oh, now I need to stay away from that vaccine. Look what happened to this lady.
The worst shit was, man, niggas didn't even know what Bell's palsy was.
Yes, and they regurgitating it and everything.
It was like, man, I don't even know what that is, but I know I don't want it. Vaccine did it, nah, I ain't fucking.
That's the Back to the Future disease, right?
Yeah, because that's what, you got something like that. It's something similar to that, but actually, when I saw that same video, I looked up Bell's palsy. I was like, oh, this is like a regular virus that bad niggas get a year. So it was like, that's the real tricky shit with the vaccine because there's mad random regular diseases that niggas get. So if a vaccinated person gets it, then you're gonna say the vaccine did it.
Yeah.
So it's hard because now you gotta prove it was the vaccine that did it to you because if one person did it and 1 million people got the fucking vaccine, it's hard to put that on the vaccine.
It's very hard, yeah. Because they're gonna say only you got it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's hard to prove. Yeah, that's very hard to prove, yeah.
Now, when you go on TikTok, there's some people who got the same shit. There's like 200 cases from Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
People got like a rare blood disorder.
Oh, boy.
And then one girl was like, oh, never had been vaccinated. And then she took it, and then she became the next one.
What the hell is this? Just in general, taking away from the vaccine. What the hell is wrong with Johnson & Johnson? They always recall them products or something.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
What the hell is wrong with them guys?
They had to recall 6 of their sunscreens early this week.
Yeah, then they had baby food. I'm like, what the hell is going on in them factories?
All right, I'm gonna break it down because I did the research on this.
You are
you serious?
I'm dead to fuck ass. I look into this.
Oh, Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah, there's always something wrong with them dudes.
Johnson & Johnson is a housing company that houses over mad different medical brands and just regular brands and shit. these niggas don't necessarily make anything. They just slap their name on it. It's like the Trump Towers out where they pay to put their name on it.
Oh,
They don't necessarily
okay.
make it.
They didn't write the book. They just paid the
Oh,
author.
okay. I see what's going on.
Exactly. And I looked up this chart of all the different companies that's under Johnson & Johnson. These niggas have mad shit that they are in charge of. They got Aveeno, they got fucking
No.
Like Aveeno, right?
I use that.
They got the Benadryl, Tylenol, like
Oh.
Johnson & Johnson.
Oh wow, that's a big company.
Mad shit that niggas use every day.
That's bottom guys.
Exactly, but there's some companies that got some fucked up factories. They be putting shit in there, or they don't be
Cross contamination or something. Yeah.
I'm so sad that you said Aveeno.
Yeah.
And it's like a regulated amount of like certain materials or chemicals you can put in certain products, and it's cool that you can do it. But the problem is, with continued usage over time, that's when people be getting fucked up at. So like the ladies who got ovarian cancer, they was using Johnson & Johnson for like 20 plus years. And then they come to find out their baby powder had talc in it, and the talc that they had a piece of asbestos, and if you put asbestos on the pussy, I'm finna happen.
That's gonna be the name of the episode. For the asbestos on the pussy.
You put asbestos on your pussy, mom, something's finna happen at some point.
Oh yeah.
But they ended up actually not losing that lawsuit. It was like a technicality.
They've been poisoning my father's tongue.
That they had talking.
Damn. Yeah.
So because they didn't tell niggas, that's why they ended up paying those billions of dollars. And it was like, fuck, if you lost this one case, that nigga's about to sue. Take it off the shelf.
But I tell you, just get rid of it. Yep.
And then they still sell it in Mexico, Europe, everywhere else except the United States.
Just the US.
Just Canada.
Europe is probably more strict on where you could put.
So we learned something. Johnson & Johnson barely makes anything. They just takes the products and put their name on it. Okay, I get it now.
And then you slapping their name on shit.
I get it.
That's the cancer.
That's the beast of business, man.
Exactly.
That's the beast of it, yeah.
That's just make them money at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's like a guy getting a car for his woman. She makes all the payment, but his name is on it.
Exactly. She gets into a car accident. Whose insurance going up? There you go.
There you go.
All I know is she hit somebody. She might as well hit me.
Oh shit!
I want some of that money.
Listen, they hit me. I'm hiding under the hood. Like, oh, they got me. Under the hood.
Oh wait, you hurt? All right, move over.
Man, it's funny like how some of those car insurance and things work from state to state. Because when I was in Florida, the locals there was saying like, "Yo, you guys are from New York. Don't be in front of the car. Don't get hit or nothing." Because he said the insurance don't even cover like accidents.
Oh,
they don't cover it.
So you just lost the car.
Yeah, you just lost the car.
But you paid $20 though.
Yeah. I was like, huh? They said no, they don't cover that. They don't cover hitting people or none of that.
They cover you drive it now.
Yeah, and I thought that was weird. I thought everything was the same. And he's like, that's why I'm like, oh, state to state is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's why some of the other states, the insurance rates be so fucking low because they don't cover them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense, too. I was always like, damn, why the fuck New York got, like, why these insurances, like, almost like half your rent?
Yeah, exactly. The Jersey ain't that much.
Yeah.
Shit is dirt cheap.
That is, if you, especially the certain area, you can't even find parking. Then you got to pay $200 a month just for the parking.
That's a fact.
I did a quote for a couple insurances, and my credit was real low, and they was talking to me. I was like, all right, how much is it going to be per month? He's like, yeah, it's going to be $1,500. So I was like, what? And I was like, per month, you want me to pay $1,500? Yeah. How would you like to pay it? Credit card?
Well, oh.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
yes, let's negotiate. Like,
Mhm.
what kind of car was it for them to be trying to do that to you? What year was it? Like,
Probably like something 2019.
oh, come on.
But my credit is real low, and
Yeah.
That's crazy, my nigga.
They use that against it. They use your credit being low. They use your zip code.
so that's literally
If you're
right.
25 and under, they use that against you.
Everything.
They use everything.
My credit score is low. What makes you think I'm gonna make this payment?
Yeah.
I wanted the McDonald's insurance.
I like how you tried to gloss over it. Like, how do you want to pay?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you just gonna act like you need to see 15
Yeah.
Like he didn't hear me questioning. He's like, all right, so how you want? I was like, yo, can I be real with you? Will you pay this? Like, would you pay this? He's like, not particularly.
That's what the used car salesman. That's why they get a bad name. He said it like it was nothing. Yeah. So how do you want to pay for it?
What the fuck you talking about? I'm ready to fight.
Yo, imagine him rubbing his hands like Birdman saying that. Like, how do you want to
That's how he would look too, like Birdman.
I just had to ride my bike away.
Yeah. Just stick with the e-bikes, the electronic the scooters and all of that.
Yeah. Get you some peonies or something.
Don't get me started on those e-bikes. People be riding them shits on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, they be killing me too, man.
They honk their little fucking horn behind you, like, yo, what the fuck you doing behind me, bro?
Like, that's why they created all these bike lanes through the city. Like, come on.
That's all off the street. You get on the street, you go ride your little lane.
Oh yeah.
One thing's have you started comedy again?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Wow. You have to.
I know. Look, this Friday, that's my first time got on stage since the pandemic.
No, I was gonna say because I remember feeling like a guilt trip of not doing it, and just hearing you saying I ain't doing that shit right now was a good reassurance. Like, all right, maybe I did do a good thing because
everyone was doing
everybody was still performing.
I'll be checking out. Make still be doing.
But you made me feel better. I was like, all right.
It ain't just me.
Yeah.
Because it can definitely feel like that at times. But no, I was not playing. At first, I was like, I didn't miss it as much. Like, towards like these past couple months, I've definitely missed comedy more. But I was not trying to risk my life for other people. In the heat of the pandemic, where we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh yeah.
That means you're not a real comedian, man.
That's what they gonna tell me. I'm like, fam, I see my grandmother every week because I don't know how to buy groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Kill my grandmother, damn. I ain't a real comedian. I want my grandma.
You're not a real comedian.
Because I want my grandma to live. Damn. That's my grandma, right?
Yeah.
One of 7 people is gone, right? You know, imagine killing your grandmother because you wanted to do comedy and then you bomb.
Oh man.
And then you up there bombing on some new things. Like,
horrible.
Yeah, I ain't playing that.
You guys start off. I killed my grandmother doing the show.
Yeah, for real. Y'all laughing at the bit.
Shit,
Comedy will be there when the pandemic is over. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Comedy not going nowhere.
I feel like COVID's not gonna go anywhere either.
Yeah, I think I think that's gonna be the new common cold. We just got to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it will eradicate.
Yes. Please.
Of herd immunity. The people who got the antibodies, with the people who vaccinated, and then we could just be good.
You mean eradicate the weak?
I just needed to just clear the fuck out. That's all I need. I just need fuck out. So we can like really be in the clubs and like get the venues popping the way they do.
Oh yeah.
Because right now it's like it's hard. Actually, it's rough.
Man.
All these damn restrictions. I understand it. I'm not mad at it, but it hurts the heart.
It affected the comedy universe big, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because the outdoor shows, I mean, other comics do it. That's cool for them if they want to do it. But I was anti-outside shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to like fight against a police siren that's going on behind you.
I ain't that strong. I'm just not that strong, my man. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like I know it's like a different vibe too, being inside and outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even with comedy itself, it'll have you performing in some shitty places or places you'd rather not be.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I can second that.
Y'all got some stories.
Yes, everybody's got stories.
Just cold, dark rooms. Notice it's like it's a fucking summer. Or even in the winter, it'll be cold, and you gotta huddle together to keep warm.
Oh man.
That's a fact.
All right, we gotta
Donnell
listen to
Rollins,
jokes.
Ashy Larry, Donnell Rollins got a story from back when he was performing. He was opening up for Dave Chappelle at Radio City Music Hall. He was like, I went and did that show for Dave, performed in front of hundreds of thousands of people at Radio City Music Hall. Got in an Uber to go up to the Bronx and perform in front of 17 people at a baby shower.
Oh.
Like that's comedy.
Wow.
That's legit what comedy is like.
Tens of thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
They right there. The next show is 17 people.
And that's it.
Wow.
And you gotta do the same thing. You gotta do the same jokes. Like that's just what it is.
That's the growing pains of it too. You know, so when you do get there, just remembering that journey. That's gonna be something.
Exactly.
Like I remember when I heard Joe Matarese, he was like, I just did a venue, 2,000 people. People want to see me. I'm here on a Friday, 37 people who think I suck.
See? Now add a pandemic to all of that. Nah.
Oh yeah.
You throw a pandemic on top of that, people are outside where the labs aren't enclosed in a room. Because they know where the labs aren't enclosed, they can bounce off the wall, they can echo. There's magic in the room.
Yeah.
Outside, the labs just escape to the air.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
And you probably have to be extra funny because people was probably bored out their mind, you know, not doing anything, doing the same thing over and over. So they're expecting you to bring your best work. That's a tough crowd.
Really hear you. It's factual.
No, listen, man, I just bought this notebook.
Exactly. And now they're not really reacting the same. It's another level of difficulty to an already difficult art form.
Oh man.
You said something interesting of just like how being on stage and how almost everything is so important, of sound, of it being closed off, and like everybody's in proximity together. It all matters somewhat. There's like a science to it.
Yep.
That's why I said it's always a different vibe from being in and being out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. The feeling is different. Your attitude, people's attitude is different.
Mm-hmm.
That's like if I ever go, I prefer to be inside somewhere. I don't think I'll probably be paying attention if I'm outside.
Exactly, because there's so much going on. And like when you can look across the room and see some stranger laughing at, let's say if you make like a joke that's about race, and you can look over and you see that person of that race laughing at the jokes, and now you feel better laughing at it.
Yeah.
Like that's how it used to be, but you can't do that if you got mask on.
Nah.
You can't really tell. Is he laughing or is he
Is
like
he smiling? Is he frowning?
Yeah, you don't even know. That's a little bit rush.
Shit, you right. It took me a while because sometimes I used to be like just at my job. I'm like, are they smiling at me or like what's going on?
Oh, with the mask?
And I'm smiling, thinking they can see me smiling. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
they don't know if I'm smiling.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm mad. People can still tell I'm mad behind my mask. I'm like, damn. I was just giving it away.
No, nah, okay.
I got told from my manager. He's like, you seem very pull offish. Like you can't. I was like, how can you tell?
Exactly. You're a mask on.
Yeah. I see, like, even on IG, I see some of the girls saying that, like, guys walking up and telling me I'm beautiful, and they like, how can you tell with the mask on?
Mm-hmm.
No, there's a science.
That's what I was that's what I was trying to tell ladies. Like, it's still it's a lot more to it than that.
Titties.
Exactly. Like, listen, you tell right there under your eyes, like that's one of the most sensitive parts of the skin. So we can see that you got some nice skin under there. Like, take out the rest. It's not that hard. Like, I understand the concern, ladies, but trust me, we know what we're doing.
Yes, and there's other things to focus on too. If you got something else going on, we can bypass that.
Exactly. I don't know why they like, I got a mask on. How you know I'm fine? Your old ass cheek is out.
Yes, it's other things that factor into you being fine. You know.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, yes it is.
That's a big fact right now. I don't know why chicks acting like they don't know what's up sometimes.
One thing like that I appreciate about you guys in the comedic world is the mental toughness, man. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, how do y'all do it? If I like bomb, I'll be like, my career is over.
You get numb.
I'll be like, I ain't telling another joke again. I'm not even cracking jokes on my friends or nothing, man.
I ain't been telling it to my home.
Nah, that's it. Now, I always appreciate that, man. Just like hear the stories of people, other comedians telling that they bomb. Like who we had up here, Nico. And Mick. I'll be like, damn, that's some tough dudes. I probably won't even want anyone to see me anymore after that, man.
Yo, Tim, why don't you joke around? Oh, September 15, 2021.
Yeah, man.
You
I went on stage and nobody laughed when I took the first step.
know the worst shit is too, sometimes as comedians, you remember the faces of niggas who don't laugh. Like you out there giving it your all, you doing the thing, and you looking in the front couple rows, you see this one nigga who not laughing your whole seat.
Yo.
Mission to make that nigga laugh.
I hear every comedian say that, bro.
Yeah.
I hear everyone say that.
I'm telling you, man, we personalize that. Like,
You focus on that one guy with the straight face.
like everybody ain't having a good time. Why you not laughing? Nigga, like no fuck, nothing. That's it.
Yeah.
I remember when having a good show, 60 people, excited about it, but all I could focus on is this one Indian woman having the whole fucking conversation, and I had to stop the whole show just to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's what I'm afraid of, being in the crowd. So I'm gonna just laugh at anything. I don't want no one pointing me out. I don't want to be the butt of no jokes and nothing. I don't want to be that guy.
You not trying to be the next Def Comedy G?
Oh no.
Pointed out Big Bird?
Oh man.
That happened during social media era. That Big Bird lady would be famous right after.
Oh yes.
Wait, who's Big Bird? Who's Big Bird?
It was a comedian. Oh, you can explain it better than me, Evan.
In one of the Def Comedy Jams, when Martin was hosting, he pointed out an audience member who had on this big yellow with the fucking, like, I'm not, he had this outfit on, this big ass
Yellow
outfit. The one just called a Big Bird, he was fucking crowding like, what? He started standing up, throwing their hats on the floor.
Damn.
Like,
Oh man. Shit. If social media, yeah, she would be famous, and she probably been also one of them people filing a lawsuit.
Exactly. I was assaulted.
They would have
all types of stories.
they would have pulled out every card. They would have pulled out a woman and the whole feminist thing. And
they would have came at Mark.
oh yeah.
They would have came hard.
Man. So yeah.
I felt like certain shit from back in the day you could get away with it.
Oh yeah. Now I'll be like,
ask you, Joe, how you manage that when you write?
Now you could drug women.
You can't do nothing now. Everything is offensive now, you know? Everything.
All right. So when you write jokes, Joe, do you like think about that? Like, damn, I can't really go there. That's too offensive. You dial it back.
It's weird because all my jokes are offensive.
Okay.
And somewhat mannered. I have a trans joke. I have a joke about being poor and killing animals. People get offended by that. People get offended about. I just say the real shit. So if you do get offended, I'm like, it already happened. So just enjoy this fucking story and shut the fuck up.
It's a joke about a real situation.
Yeah. Like I have a bit about my girlfriend wanting to become trans. She really wanted to become trans, and people could get offended by that, or you could be for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you're just telling a story.
Yeah.
You're telling a real story. There's not really nothing to be that offended about. It's not like you did it.
But also, like with my bits, I used to say my regular routine, and then at the end, I'll have like the most horrific, probably offensive thing that I have. So it's like a buildup of offensive. Then it's like, all right, this is just disguised stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Wow. So that way the crowd is used to it.
How about you? Do you try to curve their mentality?
For me, I would try to say that I definitely do have jokes that go that route. It's just a bit more. It's like, because there's a way to do it. It's like, you can talk about it as long as it's funny. That's just my biggest rule.
Oh, yeah, that's the rule, yeah. As long as it's funny, it's okay.
Yeah, so what I try to do is, when I do it, it's always, I have to be the butt of the joke. It has to be personal. And if I'm making fun of a group of people, or I'm telling a joke about a group of people, I don't want the fact that there's that group of people that say, like, I got a joke about disabled people, or I got a joke about homosexuals. I don't make them being homosexual the point of the joke.
Okay, you focus it more on you.
Yeah, they're gay, but that's not the point. It's like a joke involving gay people. And I'm going to say offensive words and terms, but it's within it. Yeah.
But one person that did that is going right is Dave Chappelle with the of being biracial. What is it?
It's gonna be beige one day.
Of Dave Chappelle going, look everybody, I'm Chinese, and now there's people who's trying to be Korean.
Transracial shit, yeah, that shit is not getting out of hand.
Transracial.
Yeah, I knew, yeah.
Okay.
Like Rachel Dolezal.
I remember seeing that white lady in the surgery with her eyes, and she got them pulled back, and she claims she's transracial now.
Yeah, she want to be Korean now. I didn't even know that was a thing.
White people gonna colonize everything.
Oh yeah. Your physical features.
Yeah, they were just taking it.
Your phenotype.
The culture. Now they just taking it. They go, you know what? We not white people. We white people.
Yeah. And I said, damn, you can let people decide what race they are. When you gonna draw the line? Like
that's exactly where we going with it.
Like, yeah,
at some point in time, we gonna have to beat the shit and be like, all right, we was wild.
Yeah.
You just let people say whatever.
Let people be whoever they want to be. Let them, like, even if they're obviously they not. It's like, this is crazy.
I want to see. I want to see a white person posing to be black. Rachel Dolezal,
yeah,
talking about reparations.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
My people haven't. I wouldn't even know how to do it. That's some suffers.
I'm no longer white anymore. I'm a black man now, and I think we should be.
Want to be transracial? They gotta go have a debate with Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar, right?
They gotta go have a debate with that nigga Dr. Umar.
That man, who's the other one, man? Is Umar? I forgot the guy he always fighting with. I forgot his name, man. Tariq Nasheed. Yeah, you gotta go at it with one of them two.
Niggas gotta go at it
Yeah, those guys, man. Oh, yeah, it's a crazy society, man.
You watch wrestling?
They entertain the hell out of me.
You watch wrestling?
Huh?
You watch wrestling?
A little bit. Back in the day, I can't say I do now, but not religiously.
Or would you say Hell in the Cell then? You got me excited.
Growing up, I was a wrestling kid, so like up until like 2004, I was all the way from the 90s until 2004 with my older brother making up wrestling. So I know a lot of the guys from the 80s. So like I know a nice generation, a couple generations of wrestling.
Okay, that's good. That's solid. That's about the same with me.
Yeah.
That's about
so, like,
similar
right
with me.
around Randy Orton, John Cena's when I kind of got out of it.
Okay, just like when they was about to take off, yeah.
Yeah, right around the time when it was ascending, that's about the time that I ended up getting out of it. But I always used to make the joke about if Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love got into a 4-way Hell in a Cell, who's going to win? You know who's going to win, right?
Yeah, they all go to.
Nah, Sacco.
Oh, Mr. Sacco.
Right.
Mr. Sacco, yeah, he used to dig in his pants.
Son, these niggas was wilding.
He used to put he actually drew like a face on a sock and he keeps it in his pants.
He shoved it in the nigga's mouth.
Yeah, he puts it in.
The loudest.
Yeah.
Television.
It was I think the worst shit was the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. He used to actually pull his pants down and someone would shove the guy's face up.
Or a woman.
Over Kishi's ass.
Yeah, over Kishi too. The stank face.
Son, look back on some of these clips of wrestling when I used to watch it. You're like, yo, how did we allow this on television?
Wow, man. Yeah. It was like crazy, man. Like
niggas had the Dudley Boys putting women through tables.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're getting snapped.
Devon get the table. They was really putting girls in a freaking diamond cutter.
Yes.
Oh man.
Niggas had women in the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Yo, didn't they caught the old lady Mae Young and put her through like a power bomb through the table?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot all about that. You ain't lying. That ain't gonna fly now.
She also had a fake baby.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
a hand came out.
They was wild back then.
Oh man.
They did the wildest shit, the wildest storylines. You had Vince McMahon saying the N-word.
Oh
yeah. Crazy everywhere.
Oh man.
Tell women to suck it. Nigga.
2 words for you.
Hey, John Cena, what's good in the hood? Nothing, just keeping you proud.
And Booker T was looking at him like,
What the fuck?
And then remember when Booker T called Hulk Hogan a nigga on TV?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. The girl rubbed the shoulder. It was amazing.
Yo man, yeah.
He was hot.
They was violent back in the day in wrestling.
It was I was just an incredible period, especially like the mid 90s. It was just something that period, man. The NWO, I really thought they was really jumping people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Son, I really thought they set Kane's face on fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's his real brother.
I thought it was his real brother. I thought they set his face on fire. I thought the Undertaker really died like 17.
Yeah.
You know how many times they put this nigga in a casket?
And set the casket on fire.
I was like,
What?
Man, what are they doing?
He used to pop up out under the ring. I'm like, yo, he really coming from the underworld, bro.
For real, bro. I thought they had something going on. So I hated when niggas came from under the ring. In the middle of a match, some dude you ain't never seen come out from under the ring.
It was cool when Undertaker doing one.
Yeah.
Other people started doing it. It was, You remember
Yeah, y'all gonna get disqualified. Coming out, going to referee out the ring. The referee knocked out for 5 minutes.
Oh, yo, they used to kill me with that.
So, remember they used to knock out the referee?
Yeah.
The most illegal weapon ever.
And he'll wake up at the right time to make the count.
He just happened to get up.
Yeah. That used to kill me. With Triple H when he had Evolution with him, they used to always cheat for the man, bro.
Yeah.
Like when he was fighting Scott Steiner, he was fighting Chris Benoit, he was fighting Goldberg. I'm like, they always cheating for this dude, bro.
For real, son.
Yeah.
It was great television.
Oh yeah, yes it was.
Don't say that Chris Benoit word.
Great-ass television.
He's one of my favorites, man. I ain't gonna even lie.
He's one of my favorites too.
Triple H?
Oh, Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Oh, yeah, Benoit. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
That was one of the
R.I.P.
greats.
That the-
That was definitely one of the greats. Mine was Shawn Michaels. That's my favorite wrestler.
Oh, my brothers used to get on me. I was a big Shawn Michaels fan when I was a kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to get on. Oh, you always like the Shawn Michaels. That was my guy, man.
Shawn Michaels was the guy who
The super kick, man.
Son, he used to just super kick niggas backstage for no reason.
Yeah, I remember when the name first happened, the Sweet Chin Music shit.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's so legendary. The tap in the foot.
What? The stomp. What? The whole build up and anticipation for that, man.
Son, these niggas used to fiend to get their move off. Like when they be on the floor, they get up and they start having days.
Yeah.
Right there. Edge get ready to spear somebody.
Oh yeah. That's that moment, man.
Rock get ready, punching over like a hunchback and on the beam. Ready to rock
Uh-huh. That's the best moment. If you could get something like that right before you do your finisher, that build up, you're a star.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
Imagine wanting to be a comedian, but you just fell into wrestling. So you gotta wrestle this dude for like 20 straight minutes.
that's perfect for
just
me.
to do your set.
That's perfect. That's probably a good background to come to if you're getting into wrestling, man. You already got the most important part down, that charisma.
Exactly.
That's the most important. Like you could be a horrible wrestler if if you could like work the crowd, they're gonna work with you.
Yeah.
They're gonna work with you. Like,
yeah, that's one of the most important parts of comedy is just being likable on stage.
Oh yeah.
Having that stage presence.
Evoking that emotion, yeah.
Like, once you get on that stage and the crowd could just, be drawn to you, that's the biggest part.
Yeah.
I heard like several ideologies, like Nori Davis. People like I give up on stage. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I already got jokes, I already got the material. I just say them and like hopefully they build up with no energy. So when you're at your lowest, like you know how to make it funny at your lowest.
Oh, that's something he works on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Well, also he had like I don't even know if he has like I think sickle cell and shit, so his energy be real down.
Okay.
But he's one of
it works though, right?
He's one of the best comedians in the game. So
yeah, he found this niche. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's definitely a thing. When like you go on stage, sometimes you did this bit a million times, you know it's gonna work. So I've definitely gone on stage, told the same joke 5 different ways.
Yeah.
You can adjust your energy, you can adjust mad shit too, just to fuck with it, just to see how it works.
So like for you guys being comedians, is it safe or okay to have like a go-to set of jokes or
yeah
that saves y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's how it usually works out.
That's how it works out. All right.
But definitely, if you got a new bit, like, I don't know about you, Joe. Whenever I have a new bit that I'm like, if you I don't know if it's really gonna work. I send between like a nice joke that I know can warm up the crowd, and then I'll have a new bit, and then I'll have like a strong bit right after, just in case it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do also.
Just kind of sandwich that shit right on in. Like, all right, let me put it right here in this sweet spot. The position is good. The joke right after is fire. So even if it works, the set's still gonna be fire. Even if it don't work, I'm still be alright.
I have it where like I can build up and I know which bit I can end off. And so instead of saying my finisher, I just say this new shit, then get off. I'm like, all right, I guess that didn't work.
Oh, okay, I see.
or you just have like a go-to.
That's kind of cool. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Or like what I used to do is I would do my set and I'll just tell the audience, can I work some shit out? And it'd be either yes or no, more likely yes. And then I'll probably just say like 3 little bits and
See
get out.
the reaction. Okay, all right.
I just need to hear it so I could build off of it. So I could, as soon as I get off stage, write it down and see.
Know how to incorporate it better into the.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Cut out the fat. That I love cutting out fat.
Damn, you know what? I love that part too. It's just so hard from the writing process that you go on stage. Because when you write it, it be looking like, yo, I need all of this. Just maybe like you figure out a way to just say it.
Just don't stick to the page. You gotta write it, and you gotta shape it up, but you gotta kind of what do you call it? Ad lib. You gotta ad lib it. So
that's how I had to learn the hard way. My first couple years of comedy, I used to like have my whole performance would be written out. But then I got to a point where I do it backwards now. I'll do it on stage first, record it, then write it. And then I'll like trim through that. Because to me it's easier because I can see because when you like on stage for the first time doing a joke, it's very like you're trying to figure out how to land it. So you might give an extra sentence or two. So I figure out how to just after I do it and record it and then go back over it, I can like review it and then I'll cut the fat out right there.
You become like different types of people while you in your process. You become the person who don't write anymore. You just perform. You become the person who writes mostly and perform once in a while.
Exactly. It's so many different styles and approaches to it. Like I used to be heavy on writing, and it wasn't until like maybe the last 2 years before the pandemic, I was like not heavy on writing, and I didn't notice it until the pandemic. Because then when the pandemic happened, and I was looking at what I had, I was like, man, what I have written down and what I have recorded are two completely like so many jokes I've never written down. So many entire 5-7 minute bits of sets that just never was written down.
I remember when I forgot. I think it's Paul Mercurio. Someone who doesn't. No, Paul Mercurio writes his bits. Someone doesn't write their bits, and he's like, "I just remember it on stage." I was like, wow. What do you mean you just remember it on stage? I never wrote it down. I think it was probably like a Mike Britt who has an arsenal of jokes, but eventually it just not become your favorite or you knock it off.
Man, he's the Jay-Z of comedy, man.
Mike Britt?
Freestyling.
Yeah.
He could just do it without writing.
That's you don't gotta write it, and if you tell a joke and it's good, if you do it enough, like you just remember it start to finish. The whole walk through the bit.
He learned how to structure everything in his head. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, because once you kind of find your niche or your voice per se on stage, you tell a joke, you kind of know how to play with it. So it's a little bit simpler to like get into the process of like when you first do a joke, as you're crafting it to get it to where you want it to be. It's a lot easier. Because like I said, I had like a whole 7 minutes I was never written. I was out of fun. I was mad at myself like, how am I making right with this? I got a joke about school shooting. I'm like, damn, I never wrote it down. I just picked up the top of my head and just was doing it for months. Threw it down.
It was always so crazy when you have like a whole new bit, but you don't know where it's coming from. Like you have other bits, and then you're like 5 bits like behind, but this bit is coming to you now, and you have to do it. And if you don't do it, and you finish all your bits, you're gonna forget that one bit.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it's coming from. It's just like you have thoughts, you have a set list, but you have these other thoughts that's floating around that's coming and adding to it. Your arsenal.
Yeah, you gotta add straight on too. The niggas come to line, they come straight to the front of your head. It's like I gotta say it.
I gotta write it. So, does it help like the for y'all like to watch the comedian in front of y'all perform and see how the crowd reacts and everything?
Sometimes
it's a good idea to watch them to see, or
what do you think, Evan?
I mean, I've seen a lot of comics not do that.
Okay.
And for me, I don't do it only because it's like a lot of people don't do it for pride. For me, it's more of like for my own set to be like, I want to make sure my jokes can work without me knowing the tone of the room.
Oh.
So it's like I'm coming in cold. So I don't know what happened beforehand, and then here's my jokes, and if it worked, it worked. Because sometimes comedians can see what's going on in the room, and they might see the comic before them and be like, all right, I got something similar in that energy. I can start off with that, and the rest of my set will be fine. And then there's other comics who might see the comic before them, and they get in their own head. Be like, I can't follow that. This nigga's ripping the stage apart. I can't follow that.
Oh yeah, you don't definitely want that. Yeah.
Fucking Abe Gatling.
I know that's definitely a thing, so I try not to see it, but I definitely like there's some comics who I genuinely enjoy. Like niggas, some of the comics I know have bits that I just love to hear 1,000 times. I'm like, oh, yo, you come on stage, let me go see him do the joke about the white girl and the dog. Like, oh, it's from certain comics I just love to see. So I gotta go over there and watch it.
I was trying to think. One thing that helped me a lot was like I used to see Andrew Schultz and Mike Britt. They would go over their lines and just like walk back and forth and just like repeat it over and over. And I used to just copy what they would do. Like Brian McFadden does the same thing. He just like says the bit over and over, walking around. People look at him like they're crazy and shit, but they're really preparing. What's the thing that helped you that you probably copied from a comic? Not copied like material, just like either advice, operation, yeah.
I mean, when I first started doing comedy, I didn't do open mics. I just did shows because I didn't know about where to find open mics when I first started. So like my first year or so, I didn't know about open mics. So a lot of the times I would just I call it shadow boxing. Turn on my timer and just do my set in my basement by myself to make sure that it was to my satisfaction. So I would tell my jokes to nothing, and then I want to say. I don't know, because I've seen a lot of comics, they bring their notebook to the comedy club. I never do that because I like to write at home. And I think maybe when I had that conversation with George Wallace one time, he kind of just told me to, if you love it, just, don't worry about what's going on that stage. Don't worry about what's going on before you, because if you love it, you're gonna love it time up there. And the audience is going to feel that.
Yeah.
So that was really, really big for me because that night when we were talking, that was when Jerry Seinfeld was doing the practice runs for his comedy special that he has on Netflix. So because I had asked him how do you go up before Seinfeld and not worry about it, or you go after Seinfeld, you don't even think about that the crowd's not there to see you. But they're there for Jerry, so that don't fuck you at all. He was like, nah, when you love it, they feed off, they feel that. So if you genuinely love it, the audience is going to most likely feel it unless they're tired.
I don't know if you can hear, but we're in the Bronx and
a lot of Pop Smoke playing in the background.
A whole car passed by and it sounded like the music wasn't here.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It was real loud. I was like, okay.
He was outside.
Yeah.
They outside. Especially after the new album dropped, so.
Did y'all listen to it?
Nah, I didn't get a chance. I just heard a few songs.
Honestly, I had the thought, did he die?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I think rap music is probably the third rate on Joe's music list. Where's the last time you really listened to rap? High school?
No, I love DMX.
Oh yeah, I remember
DMX, 50
that,
Cent, Eminem. People who mumble, I don't get.
I like a little bit of the mumble shit. I used to hate it. But it grew on me, man.
some of the niggas really like it took me mad long to get into Lil Baby because Lil Baby, honestly, he fumbles. He does not enunciate his words.
Dude,
It used to bother me. It used to irk me so much. I'm like, yo, he don't move his tongue when he talk.
it's like, yo, you don't fully say the words, but it's like he stops mid.
He don't stop the end.
Yeah. And he be going fast with it too. I'm like, hold on, wait.
You gotta slow down. And one time I actually like read what he was saying. I was like, oh, this nigga's rapping.
Yeah. It's like even when he do it fast, I be like, I can understand you if you fully say the word.
For real. Like, let me get a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Since then, I've like a little bit gotten into Lil Baby. Like he'll catch me here and there.
Oh man. Speaking of that, did you see that? At least I thought it was that horrible freshman freestyle cipher.
Oh my god.
Oh,
wait, 1 second.
Yes, that's all. Yeah, we're gonna restart that real quick.
Yeah, because you.
Yeah, that was like, oh man, wait, we're gonna get to that freestyle.
I was like, hold on, this sounds
we
like
we gotta talk about that, man. Was the
Ain't she gay?
I know she had a dude, so I don't know. She might be gay, but I know she got a dude right now.
I was like, all right, this is one of these well,
she dressed like a dude though. That's
young
the
inmates.
That's Benzino's daughter.
Yeah, Benzino's daughter. I was like, God damn! I said, no, I thought the freshman freestyle 7 years ago was horrible. But I'm like, damn, this seems like they outdoing each other.
It was really, like they just trying to see who could have the worst freestyle ever.
Yeah, I was like, that's especially for that double XL platform. That's for you to really showcase your skills, your wordplay, your lyrical ability, your entendres, but they don't do none of that. It's like they take a verse from a song, and I'm like, it don't work in that environment.
No, honestly, it's just the double XL freshman freestyle thing has just become a reflection of the industry.
Yes.
Because it's like they just pulled a hot popping artist who got a hit song and they tell them to go, you on the freshman list now.
Yeah.
And they'll overlook so many dudes who can rap who ain't never been on the freshman.
Exactly. It's not about rapping in it. It's just about popularity. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a popularity.
Favorite artists.
I'm like, the way how they rap, that stuff works well on the beat. When you tell them to like, nah, let me show us how good you are. Take away the recording process. Like, I understand sometimes if you got, like, for an example, someone like Tory Lanez, he can actually rap, but also he can actually adapt to the sound what's going on now.
And shoot people in the toe.
He can actually rap, but these people, it's like they learn how to record music without learning how to really rap.
Yeah, that's the issue. They take melody artists who are good at making
melodies,
and hooks and choruses,
and
now you tell them to rap. The same way if you take a battle rapper and
you
put them in booth and tell them to make a song, 9 times out of 10 they may not make the dope song.
No,
they just good at rapping acapella.
It would be full with all the punchlines and metaphors that you want to hear, but it ain't gonna be something that you want to listen to daily. You know?
Exactly. Like I don't want to hear no punchlines and 13 layered metaphors.
Yeah, like I'm chilling with my girl, man. Like,
your movement made the beat. Shut up, my nigga. Stop humming.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you hit me with 5 fucking entendres and shit.
Exactly. Like, come on, nigga, we here for that. But then when you flip it, you go to the double XL freshman list, and you got all these melody artists who do melodies and choruses.
Yeah, humming.
Singing. I don't want to hear you niggas rapping.
It's funny because when Corey LeRae was like rapping, the homie in the back tried to help out harmonizing this shit, bro. You noticed that?
The worst part was is I like that dude. Bro.
Yeah, Moray. Yeah, I like Moray. Yeah.
I love this album. She was trying to get all soulful in the back and help her out, and she just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just start twerking."
Yeah, that was funny. Then she said she had the best freestyle, so cut it out.
I was like, "Nah, they trolling now.
Yeah,
they trolling now for sure."
Yeah. It just it took me a while to adjust to that because I'm like I was from the era like before someone would co-sign you had to battle like 20 dudes, man. Like I remember hearing Eve's story before she got that Rough Rider chain. she had to battle like 20 dudes.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
she had to prove she could rap for real.
Like
It was a different time.
Jay-Z before he signed Beanie Sigel had to hit him with 1,000 bars, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He started up 1,000 followers.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
You can sing a little bit, go home a little bit. All right, we can get the studio next week because we got the song already written out, we got the melody written out.
Yeah, they got everything laid out for you. We just need your harmony, your melodies.
Exactly. That's kind of what they did with the Pop Smoke album.
Oh yeah.
The tracks I hear, my ear is very just like I listen to things different. Like I be listening to an artist take their breath in between bars. Like does that be interesting? Like how many bars do they say before they take a breath? Like, how are they flowing and things like that? So with the Pop Smoke album, when I'm listening to it, you don't hear that many breaths in between some of the bars, or even with the choruses, because they'll take a line that's recorded, break it up, add that shit around it. Now that's a hook. It's like mad editing in there. It was like, dude, I just took this nigga's audio sessions and just chopped that shit up and made songs out of it. He thought he was even fucking with.
Songs that he was probably like throwaways.
Exactly.
A warm-up verse, and like you said, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah. A warm-up verse, and they took that and made a song out of it.
So it's just master editors.
Yeah, a lot of mixing and mastering. Yeah.
Exactly, because a lot of times artists don't write these days, so they'll go in the booth and just freestyle just to find a flow. They'll sing a couple lines here and there that don't really make sense, but it just. So then the record label could have took all Pop Smoke shit and found like one or two lines, and like, no, that's the song now.
Yeah, we gonna just have someone do the horns.
Sing the hook.
Let's
call another rapper to do the next one. We out.
Yeah.
The songs only gotta be 90 seconds.
Oh yeah. These songs don't even be long now.
There's no Eminem or Jay-Z who
Like,
could come and freestyle make a whole new song.
The formula of 3 verses are gone because people attention span. So a lot of songs would be 1 verse and a chorus, or 2 verses and a chorus. Might throw a bridge in there. Bridges are rare now.
That's a fact, bro. I was to Dipset earlier this week because the battle company.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be legendary.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to them Dipset niggas. I was like 3 verses. Ow! So man.
Yeah. Them songs are.
Shut up. What a hook though.
Yeah. You're like, damn. You're like, when you gonna stop, bro? 4-minute song.
3 verses is crazy.
Yeah. That's a rarity. Like
nowadays, you get like a pre-intro to the song. You get the chorus, 1 verse, another chorus, another verse, and that's it.
Yeah. They stretch out the beat. Probably let the beat play for like 40 seconds.
Exactly. That's when they gotta fit in the TikTok thing.
Oh yeah. Is it? Yes. I said like before the radio was breaking songs. Now TikTok is.
That's a fact.
TikTok is making hits, giving people a lot more streams.
Bro, there be songs that didn't necessarily blow up yet, and they put it on TikTok, and everybody's using it to dance.
Songs that came out like 2 years ago,
that
was popular. Like I think didn't that same thing happen with Lizzo? A lot of those was like her old songs.
Yep.
There was nothing.
Bryson Tiller too.
Oh yeah, the trap song.
Yeah, the trap song.
Oh, I love that.
That was out like a whole year before it took off.
Wow, I didn't even know that. I love the trap song.
Yeah. So one person probably made the little Instagram video of him saying "don't," taking that on to say "don't," and shit just took off.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
But like you said, the TikTok they be breaking songs, man.
Oh yes, they do, man. If you make the right sound, some 14-year-old kid do a dance or make a video out of it.
I definitely have run into a couple of TikTok remixes where they'll take a new song and add an old beat to it, and them shits be sounding like bliss.
Yes, it be slapping. It be tough, man. It be tough.
I heard a Pop Smoke. Elephant and they put Candy Shop beat over it. That shit was amazing.
Yes, that's dope, man. I like that. Like next,
And
they
then the King Von song put the Can We Talk, the Tevin Campbell.
what over King Von?
Over King Von.
What? I need to hear that.
Shit was hard.
How do that work?
I DM'd that nigga for a week. Send me this. Can I fucking
Stop being
run that shit
stingy.
on SoundCloud? I'm happy, man.
Next, they're gonna need to do like the TikTok awards or something. If this keep happening.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Some of these kids, man, they need that. They need that recognition. Because some of these TikToks be looking better than movies.
Yeah.
The way that they be shooting it or the way that they be writing, like some of these kids is mad creative.
Oh man, yeah.
That's all just through their phone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't got
I
no.
remember back when Vine was popping. Vine was only 7 seconds, and some of them Vines feel like it was a minute.
Mhm.
It was like, no, 7 seconds.
What?
It's like, how did you fit all of that in 7 seconds? Like, some of these people be wild creative.
A lot of thought, yeah.
That was of hi, my name is T. Who else? The King something from Wildin' Out. He came from Vine.
King Batch.
King Batch.
Oh, he came from Vine. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Social media takeover, like that transfer. Once you go from social media to television, like that's the new path.
Yeah. People are making careers out of that. You know, it's just another platform.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Joe, like, do you think that there's a pressure on comedians today that you gotta have social media content exclusively to social media outside of what you do on this stage?
Well, it helps. I mean, like, I guess what they do now is like, what, you get a whole bunch of social media followers, and then they'll bring you in as like the host or something, and you don't have to necessarily do anything. You just talk to them a little bit, and then you leave, and then you have the real show, which is people who are experienced in that type of area, and that's how they get all their cash, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like people should be making that type of content. I remember Dave Chappelle. He wasn't shitting on Andrew Schultz. He probably
He was on Rogan, right?
yeah.
Was Joe Rogan?
He was on Joe Rogan,
Dave Chappelle on
and
Joe Rogan. Okay.
Joe Rogan was like, Andrew Schultz is like lighting Netflix up with his content because like he made his own content on Instagram and then he brought it to Netflix, and then Dave Chappelle was like, yeah, but this stand-up shit, this is what I do. He's like, noticing Andrew Schultz, he's up there.
He's a stand-up guy. He does stand-up as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's very good. But Dave Chappelle, I think his mind frame was just old. But also, Dave Chappelle, he did the Dave Chappelle show. That's what a lot of people know him about.
Exactly.
So
that was probably just more like a competitive thing in a way, you know?
Nah, he probably just didn't know who Andrew Schultz was.
Oh, that could have been it too?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
And it's just that old nigga mentality.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Older comics don't like relate or want to participate in the things that are happening now for comedians to get on. Sometimes they're settled into their own success that they're like, well, thank God I ain't never doing what y'all doing because I don't got to no more. I'm already at my level of success, so I don't got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was also looking at it too. Like sometimes, you know, people have a hard time saluting or praising or bigging up other people.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's how I was looking at it. Like even sometimes, like to take it back to the rappers, when you ask them like who they listen to, and they be like, "Yeah, I listen to my man from my block, such and such. I listen to this," and it's like, come on, they ask who you listen to as who's on the radio, people that like other people know, not your man on the block.
They'll acknowledge it,
but they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge. I like Joe. I like Evan. I like Tim. You know.
Exactly. They act like they never heard a Drake song and they like it.
Yeah. Me and my block, we don't really. Yeah, we on the block. We don't really listen to Drake. You know, my guys are hustlers and killers. You know, we don't really know any of these songs. And it's like, come on, man. Like,
it's unrealistic at this point.
Yeah, it's unrealistic.
Like, the feds is watching Instagram, so no, on the block.
I know you could at least name one song that you like now. Like, cut it out.
Like, for real. Stop playing, man. Like, man, I don't mess with nobody. I don't know none of these niggas. Like, come on, my nigga.
Yeah, they used to kill me when they used to do that, man.
That's a fact. They used to really be heavy on that.
I'm like, dude, you say you go to the clubs. You tell me you ain't hearing none of these songs. You only listen to your man from around the block that no one knows.
Exactly.
And you always in the club, right?
Yeah. Y'all are telling me you're doing all these club hostings, making all this money doing all the club hosting. You don't play nobody else song? It's just you demands, right?
Yeah. That's what it is. That's why that's just another way how I was looking at that Dave Chappelle, Andrew Schultz situation. Sometimes people have a hard time saluting or bigging up other people.
Just acknowledge
that. They don't want to, kind of to your point, Tim, it's very much like they don't want to salute it because if somebody like a Dave Chappelle salutes the idea of a comedian getting a Netflix show off of Instagram clips, you're kind of validating Instagram clips now.
Oh, okay.
It takes away from what Dave does. So I can't pick that up because now people are going to be looking for more comedians on IG.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wasn't looking, definitely.
Yeah. So it's like a bigger play sometimes.
Oh, all right. Maybe not necessarily he didn't want to salute shows. He just didn't want to salute that path, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just more than just saluting shows. It's saluting a whole way of blowing up and a whole way of platform.
Yeah.
And this is how somebody like a Dave Chappelle got into his level of success.
It's kind of like you don't want to call those kind of people comedians because they ain't even doing stand-up. They ain't do the hard part yet.
Yeah.
They making videos, recording it 13 times over till it's right.
Exactly. And that don't work on stage.
Yeah, it don't.
So somebody like Dave Chappelle, who's never heard of Andrew Schultz, who is a beast on stage, Andrew Schultz is a monster on stage. His crowd work, his bits are very well thought out. He's very pointed. Like, Schultz is very sharp. So, but if you heard of him and you're only hearing about Instagram shit, you can't pick that up. Because now, what's to say somebody like a Shiggy from Instagram can't do stand-up comedy? People gonna be looking for shit like that. It's like, it's not the same.
Nah.
People gonna look at niggas like Ha Davis, like,
some of that stuff only works on the internet, on the camera or video, you know? Some of that stuff, I don't see it working on stage.
It should be impossible for Dave Chappelle to miss out on Andrew, though.
But you would think that, but you have to remember, Dave Chappelle's not like us. He don't see what we see.
He's in a whole nother world, yeah.
He doesn't even use social media.
He has to move differently than everybody.
Yeah. He in a whole nother universe, you know?
He can't hang out in the back of a room of a comedy club without people bothering him. Like, when you at that level of success, you can't just hang out. So it's really, like, he has to go to his private events and people got to come to him. He can't really be out there like that.
He's probably not really checking, too, to see the upcoming guys as well. He's just in a whole new world.
You just know who you know.
Like, I looked at that too because I remember probably 2-3 years ago, they asked Lil Wayne, like, they gave him a list of like the rappers that's out right now, and he was like, I didn't know any of them, and everyone was so shocked, like, how you don't know this guy? And I'm like, you gotta look at it, Lil Wayne. He's in his own world, bro. He's in his own little world.
I'm just skateboarding and playing my.
And he did. I think he said something like that. Like, I'll just skateboard all day or whatever. You know?
Exactly. That's like.
It's not a diss.
Rappers used to be Eminem, and this bad artist, I would like to see Eminem work with. But Eminem will tell you, like, he's late to a lot of artists.
Oh yeah.
By the time Eminem got to Griselda, like Griselda was doing everything they needed to be doing. So it was kind of a little bit late, or like when Eminem started working with like a Jordan Lucas, he was like, damn, I wish we were doing shit with him a little bit earlier. That's like when things was really going hard. You kind of missed the mark because you're so in your own bubble.
Yeah.
And it's not really their fault because
It's not.
Famous. They can't be in the public like that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can't be seeing what's out there like that. That's like movie stars don't even get a chance to watch the movies because they're too busy working.
Yeah, they probably got another call for a movie overseas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You gonna ask another actor like, "Yo, what movie did you be watching?" He gonna be like, "I don't know what to tell you, nigga. I watch no movies."
He said, I couldn't even see the movie that I started in because I was on something else.
A lot of times they say that they be like, "Man, this is my first time seeing the trailer. I don't know what this movie look like."
If at the end of it all, right? If movies start coming into your career or TV shows or just like regular radio what would be your what would you choose your path to be?
Like if I had to pick one form of media,
Yeah, kind of like like Eddie Murphy. He's just a movie star now. Would you divert your path of stand up to cater into a different craft?
I mean, it's funny because when I first got into stand-up, a lot of people ask, "Yo, you gonna like try to do movies too? Or like, would you want to do movies?" And movies was never really my interest, but now that we have to do skits and online content, like I have grown a passion for like just the process of acting and being and shit like that. But I wouldn't necessarily say movie would be my choice. I like broadcasting because I feel like you get a way consistent line of communication with your base and an opportunity to grow. So like podcasting or like a radio show, something like that is like the ideal for me right now. Or even something that's like a animated sitcom, something like that.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like the best of both worlds because you get to take breaks and then you get to release content and you can touch on a lot of topics with humor and just entertainment and you get the acting. It's like a nice blend of everything.
Or like a voice actor?
Yeah, like a voice actor.
Like
I would do a regular sitcom, but to me I feel like the animated ones just have way more leeway. They can do more.
Yeah,
and I watch shit like Rick and Morty and I love that shit.
Oh yeah, I like the animators, the Family Guys, the Boondocks, the Rick and Mortys. I love all of them.
Bob's Burgers.
Oh,
yeah. You touch on a lot of topics too, so it's like it's a little bit easier. It takes a little bit longer because of the animation process, but like I got into love with voice acting when I was in high school because that's why I used to make videos online doing voice acting over cartoon characters.
Oh, that's dope.
So like I grew a love for that shit.
I like that. I love that.
So yeah, I would probably say maybe like a sitcom, maybe.
Like
voice acting or a sitcom or like radio.
Like, or what about like? It sounds like it will fall into that category, like a talk show or something like that.
I thought about it. I don't know. Maybe because I've never done it or I've never been to one to see it in the process of it, but.
What, like an Ellen?
I can definitely see something like that, maybe.
But based around comedian, yeah.
Yeah, because like the late night talk shows and stuff like that, when you watch your Jimmy Kimmel's and your the guy, damn, I can't remember his name. The guy used to be on TBS. They saw what he seen. I cannot remember. But there was on mad dudes. I got Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Seth Meyers, all these things.
They all seem like they fall under the same formula too, in a way. They show a video, talk about it, or
I think if you see like the pattern of everything, it just doesn't go straight to podcasting anyway. These talk shows wish they could do the numbers that podcasting does.
Everything is online. Everything is internet now, man. TV used to be king, but not no more.
It's still transferring over right now because entertainment is still so old school. Is that the TV still gets the biggest money from advertising.
Yes.
But you're gonna need a little bit more time for people like you see the moves like Joe Rogan. He signed Spotify for like reportedly $300 million. Those type of numbers jump to people. So then you realize, oh shit, these podcasts have audiences. So now the money can kind of balance out or transfer over from TV and Hollywood to online podcasts, shit like that.
Oh, I wanted to pick your brains real quick. Cause I've been seeing like people that put out like content on YouTube, they do podcasts, and I hear a lot of them starting to complain now because like athletes and rappers and everyone want to do podcasts now. And I seen them complaining, so I just wanted to get your take on that. Like, do you feel like that's taken away into like people that already been doing podcasts for 10, 7 years? Because I think it's enough. It's big enough for everyone. Everyone got their story. Everyone got an audience.
Absolutely. It's definitely a piece for everybody. And at the same time, everybody can't be as good as the people who've been doing it for 6+ years and so. Like, you got your Joe Rogans, you got your Joe Buttons, you got your Desus and Narrows, you got your YouTube shows for Charlamagne the Gods who've been doing podcasting for mad long. So now it's somebody new like a DJ Khaled or Kevin Durant,
T.I.
Jackson and Matt Barnes is doing. Like, yeah, those are good. Some of those, or even the one with Brandon Jennings from football, the Athlete I Am podcast with him and Ocho Cinco, like those are dope.
Yeah.
But everybody can't be them.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's why I was trying to figure out. I'm like, why y'all all the YouTubers complaining? I said it's enough for everyone, you know. Yeah. Not everyone will have the same audience too, so it's not like they exactly taken away from you.
And I'll be honest, when I was heavy listening to the podcast, I listened to more than one podcast. I had a podcast for every day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I just was used to driving and listening to that conversation like how you would do back in the day on the radio. And even the radio shows like The Breakfast Club and Hot 97,
every day.
After their morning shows are done, they get uploaded as podcasts.
Yes. Like, there used to be a time I used to love listening to the radio for music. Now I just want to hear people talk. Exactly. I don't even want to hear the music.
Yeah, because the songs are the same. Well, you already got the song. I heard it already. Like, there's stuff going on in the world. I want to hear the conversation around the topics.
Yeah.
Athlete or celebrity, they're gonna touch on different topics, and that way
a different perspective. Like,
and there's space for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody can't podcast consistently. Like, I know DJ Khaled got a podcast on Amazon. His joint is in season. So, like, these rappers who come out with podcasts now, whenever they got an album coming out, when the album's done, their podcast is gone.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, it's enough for it's enough space for everyone. Like, absolutely. One thing I always love, like when Joe Rogan was on, he always tell people, "Yo, start a podcast." It's enough. I'm like, I agree. It's enough for everyone. You know. Different perspective on the same topic, but you could take it in a whole different direction, and I think that's cool.
Exactly, and you might want to hear certain topics from certain people.
Yeah.
Like, I used to listen to a lot of Joe Budden's podcasts, and I would love when that nigga did lyric breakdowns of rap songs.
Oh, yeah.
When you hear the mind of a rapper talk about rap music, you hear the passion, you get to hear all of that. Like, even with the battle rappers like Murder Mook in his podcast, like, I love when the niggas talk about music because you get to hear that passion behind it. Or listen to Kevin Durant talk about basketball plays, you get to hear that basketball IQ out loud. It's different than listening to a Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Shannon Sharp. These niggas just watch basketball for a living versus a nigga who actually does it.
And it's always different from hearing the athlete, how the athlete do it. They have a certain poise to the people that just watch and talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. That first-hand experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Stephen A. Smith anymore.
Like, that's crazy. I love that, man. That's what's great about all of this. So, yeah, all them YouTubers and y'all creators, it's enough for everyone, man. It's enough. Y'all don't got to be angry and thinking someone is taking from you or whatever. And the reason I brought up is I hear a lot of people like talking crap about Kwame Brown now. And I think a lot of that is coming from pocket watching because they seen it took them 7 years to get 100,000 followers, and they seen what he did in 1 week, getting 300,000. You know, so now everyone want to talk about money. I might stop pocket watching, man. Like,
yeah, for real. And people want to listen to Kwame Brown because Kwame Brown got you.
Yeah.
Deal is like he's not just talking shit about people. The way Kwame Brown, like I watched a few clips of Kwame Brown. He like has a vernacular, he has a cadence, the way he speaks, like it's very captivating. So like it grabs people's attention with the southern accent and all of that, his little phrases, like all of that, it's dope. Like he knows what he's doing. And he's not really taking away nobody else's money.
That's why I was
like, the dopest shit is like he didn't get it overnight. Remember, Kwame Brown played for 15 years in basketball.
Yeah.
So like, he technically earned that spot immediately.
And it happened organically.
Exactly, because he has the resume from basketball, and when people get upset about it, that's kind of burning the bridge because when you think about it, one hand beats the other. Kwame Brown might not know how to work a YouTube, so it's best to collab with a YouTuber so he can have that and vice versa.
Oh yeah.
You might get some of his audience, he might get some of your audience. It works with both.
Yeah, everyone is eating from it, man. Stop pocket watching, man. Just worry about what you gonna get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I only have one pet peeve of like podcasting right now. It's there's people on TikTok that they have a podcast, but instead of talking like normally or they have guests come on, what they're doing now is basically they're saying like conspiracies or Snapple facts that everybody already knew, but they're just repeating for the views.
So they'll start like a whole podcast doing Snapple facts and
Yeah.
wow, that's interesting.
Like he was like, did you hear about Loki? Is this a spoiler? Yeah, maybe. But then they just start talking about it like that. But it's already been said from someone else. You're just copying.
It's copying and pasting material.
Yeah, and then the conversation is not organic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they're getting millions of views. But I can only imagine.
Hey, yeah. I'm thinking this situation, the real people is gonna shine.
Nah, it's hard, man. It's hard because you say you got a channel that's a little bit not popping just yet, and you get a real good theory, but you get the popular TikTok, YouTube, whatever social media influencer, they take your whole opinion and put it on.
Oh, okay, yeah. From that, yeah. I'm with you on that one, yeah.
But you said they can't keep it up because you're stealing opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Or I remember there was a YouTuber he got put on blast because they said he was stealing jokes from Patrice O'Neal.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing something like that. Yeah.
Do you remember the name?
Yeah. Dude was on Hot Damn I Rock, King Carter.
King Carter.
I remember hearing something like that. Yeah.
YouTube videos, and they said that he was stealing from Patrice because bar for bar, some of his jokes would be the same, or his premises of what his video was about was a Patrice joke.
Man.
And he had to address it at some point in time, and then it was like, all right, now that you've addressed it, what are you going to do going forward? Because now you can't do nothing similar to that now. And he still showed how creative he was with some of his skits and stuff like that. Like he made the Mario Brothers skit with like a different take on the Mario Brothers. And it was dope. So I was like, all right, he might have been skilled, but like he might have took what Patrice started talking about.
Yeah.
Took it to like you can still see that there's still creativity within him.
How much of that seem like sometimes I think people would do things like that just to get their attention and viewers?
Well, like copy on purpose?
Yeah. Do you think that's possible sometimes?
Like almost like a troll?
Yeah, because what you were just telling me about that guy, I'm thinking like, what if he had that plan just to get some attention, to get some views so he could do his own thing?
No, that's absolutely a thing. Some people do that. And then there's other people who be absent-minded where you can steal a joke and not even know you're stealing a joke. There's a word for it.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up. This happened, I think, with Dane Cook one time where he thought Dane Cook stole a joke from someone. He said, like, no, I didn't. He was like, yo, I thought I came up with it, but it could have been like you heard it in the back of a club and you wasn't paying attention, and then that thought was sitting in the back of your head, and then 3 months later, it came to the front, and you thinking you thought of it.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's some show. There's a word for it. I can't remember, but I remember looking this up. It was about joke stealing because there's different ways on how to steal a joke.
Louis C.K. was like that. I feel like you had a vacuum of ideas and you soaking everything in and you was putting everything out and it just came out.
Or too, like,
Yep.
what if like y'all in the back and y'all have jokes that y'all always tell to each other but never told on stage, and one time you on stage you probably blurted out one of those jokes.
Yeah. Some people are like professionals, like Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
I remember when the a girl was like, "I heard that before," and he's like, "What?" He's like, "You heard what I said before? Like someone else said it?" And she's like, "Oh no." He's like, "Oh, because he was literally on stage saying this, that if you said yeah, that joke would have been gone."
Yeah, it's that serious for some people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that. I like the whole the appearance thing. You don't want to be stealing jokes. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, because you don't want, one thing as a comedian, you don't want to be known as a joke thief. I got a joke that's similar to yours, but it's not really that I'm keeping. If I got a joke that is following the same punch, or I say the same word to somebody else, nah, I'm gonna dead that joke because I believe in myself creatively that I can come up with another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it's got to be. Because at the same time, people just come up with their own bits versus people who gotta steal.
Oh man.
Because that happens a lot more often than people think. You get older comedians who hang out at open mics, little jokes from comedians who just up and coming or just starting out, or they'll be sitting in the back, they'll hear a premise and they be like, I hear that premise and I'm funny because of my old comedian brain, so I can just take it to another level. They steal a joke.
Man. Oh, that's crazy. And it's probably pretty much that young up and coming comedian can do because he don't got the name.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you can't fight it. You could say, "Hey, you stole my joke," but no one knows you. Who's gonna believe you?
Exactly.
Oh man.
And especially because younger comedians are first people who just get into the open mic scene. They may not know how to formulate a joke to make it to where people can't steal it.
Oh.
Because that's hard too. When I go to open mics, I try to be as careful as possible with how I tell jokes or what jokes I tell. Versus me bringing a new joke on stage in front of live people, the audience.
I always trying to focus on why is it so quiet? Noticing we're comedians. Why are we so? It's. I used to hate open mics because it'd be like like we'll go on stage, we want to make people laugh, but when we go on stage, other people can't laugh.
Exactly.
It's like, yo.
Isn't that the oddest shit?
Hey, explain that to me a little bit. I was a little lost.
Like, if you go on, open mics are pretty much brutal. Of everybody who goes on stage, they're saying jokes that are actually very funny, but everybody's not laughing. Either they're too much in their own head, worrying about their thing.
Or, because there's other comedians around as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it.
It's like a whole. I would laugh because like I was in a comedy club for years. So like if I hear something that's funny, I'm gonna laugh.
The other peers, they focus on their own thing.
But I used to look around. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Like, why y'all not laughing? Y'all look like the most miserable ass comedians. And more than likely, they probably
you being a comedian on stage, that's like annoying.
It's annoying. You don't have a what do you call it, Evan? Like a foot to step on.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't really control it. So, I mean, for me, most of the time when it comes to that, I look for the acknowledgement. Like some niggas might just raise their head up and might point or be like,
Yeah.
Just acknowledge if that was a good idea. That's all I need. You don't want to laugh at all. Like, if you acknowledge it's a good idea, I'm like, all right, I got something.
I remember the whole Michael Jackson molesting kids shit when he passed away. Mm-hmm. Oh no, it was a documentary, and all I was like saying was that who here believes that Michael Jackson didn't do it, and I was like, would you let your child spend the night with Michael Jackson? Because if you raise your hand, I'm gonna take away your fucking kids.
Exactly.
And I remember saying that a couple of times, and people didn't laugh at nothing until like it was like the fourth time.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep, like there's times you'll tell the joke at an open mic, nobody will laugh. You'll tell it at a show, whole crowd go crazy.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. Just
So
like
open mics are not really there to judge how funny your joke is. You're kind of there just to feel out how to say it, and how you want to structure it, how you want to say it. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
It's brutal, Tim.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Y'all got a brutal job, man.
Right.
Yeah, because niggas ain't trying to laugh it up. And that's another factor, too. The comedians in there who are salty and they want to laugh at your joke if they feel like the shit you saying is funny. You think they got on that big piece of paper.
Yeah, we not acknowledging that.
Yeah, it's this full on hateful.
Yeah.
That's just it's a lonely road on that one.
It's the same thing as battle rap when the other guy don't want to acknowledge the other rapper says something good.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
I be like, how you gonna react to that? You gotta sit there with the salty face like, hey,
Yeah, that shit is whack.
You with a 17-bar story on Tundra that ties back to the first bar.
They sitting there now. That's whack. Y'all like that, man? Y'all like that whack shit? I'm like, you know that ain't whack, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw a battle. I think it was the Daylight versus Tay-Rock. Somebody versus Tay-Rock recently, like last year. That nigga had it was Daylight versus Tay-Rock. Daylight has so many rock.
Yeah. Daylight. Oh man. When he did the big bang and shit, right? Yeah, Daylight is a problem.
Yeah, you can't have a straight face while a nigga going crazy like that.
Wow,
man. Acknowledge that.
Yeah,
he did. Look like a hater.
He did a whole fucking like scheme on his name or word.
Yeah, because he had the rock with the pebble and two.
Yeah.
He was going crazy.
Yeah.
And it just like that. It comedy. You could be on stage telling the wildest joke. And they would be like, nah, that shit too funny. I ain't laughing.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's a brutal world, y'all, man. Brutal arena.
Politics.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on politics. It's politics. It's clicks.
Oh, we gonna have to use that for the next interview, man. I would like to know about that. The politics.
Mm-hmm.
There's politics. There's clicks. There's popularity contests. Shit, it's like high school.
Oh man, high school cafeteria.
If you go to what is it, Creek in the Cave, they'll have like the same people who go up over and over. So it's just like friends that only laugh at their shit, and if you brand new, you probably ain't gonna.
You asked out.
You asked out, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Evan. Thank you for. It's an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You got a nice little combo.
Yes, we did. Can you tell us, please, like, how can we follow you?
All my social media is the same @ which is @Evan Combest. EVANCOMBEST. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, IG, Facebook, pretty much anything except TikTok. I don't got
Tinder.
Yeah, you heard Joe say you on Tinder. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely follow you. I'm gonna definitely. What you be putting up on your YouTube, like your Instagram stuff or anything original, or?
No, I mean mainly original ideas. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Because now I'm trying. It's like monologue pieces of it now. If something come up to me like an idea, I'll put it out. Like I think my most recent video I did about Juneteenth. I be trying to get niggas like information.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna hit you with something.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna definitely follow that.
Do you have a TikTok?
No.
I don't have a TikTok.
I feel like you should make it. Do you monologue on that one?
I keep hearing about it. I'm 30 now, nigga.
I'm 30 years old also, but I like to see videos of cats.
Dancing cats.
Imagine you looking at cats and you talk about the black liberation. the farms, the slave farms in Texas in 1963. The Emancipation Proclamation.
And Joe watching Dancing Cats.
Yeah, then the algorithm gonna get you another another dancing cat.
I be seeing dancing cats, then I see white people getting mad, getting called colonizers and Karen. That's weird that became the slur.
Yeah, from a movie, right?
the racial slur of a white person now is colonizer or a name, Karen.
Karen.
Yeah, they tried to say that's like calling them the N-word. I said, get out of here with that, man. Don't compare that, man. Do not compare that.
Fuck out of here. That's wild.
They talking about it's a racial slur now, Karen.
White people want to be oppressed so bad it hurts.
They want to be oppressed so bad they turn black.
They wear blackface.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes a holiday now for them.
Watch it. Give it a few years, they'll have a Karen day.
Oh boy. Yes.
Everybody gotta remember, Ariana Grande, she's white.
Wait, I thought she was like Hispanic or something.
No, she looks like without all that tan.
That's not even how you say her last name. It's really pronounced Brandy.
What? So that's a whole mark. So her whole image is a marketability scam.
Yes, it is. She came out 2 years ago. Like, it's not pronounced that way, but because y'all kept doing it, I said,
oh, that's why I thought she was Hispanic or something. What is that, Italian?
If you see her without the tan, she looks Irish.
Irish. Oh, she did.
Mm-hmm.
She don't even got a real color in her skin.
not at all. Not a thing of it.
That's all that is tan work. Wow.
She's
tan and black hair products.
Black hair, bro. Yo, she got a good marketing team.
They ain't nothing but shea butter.
Shit, they be ever have a do a songs or rappers or R&B people. They know what they doing.
Exactly.
She's a modern Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Orange Man.
That's a fact.
Yo, as young as he was back in the day, I always thought he was old man then in the 80s. That haircut and that mustache, I'm like, he gotta be. I thought he was 50 then.
Yo, white people age like fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They age bad.
I said, dude, how do you get that haircut in your 20s and 30s, bro?
So white people age like fireworks. These niggas is bad, bro.
Man, I guess that's why they made Botox. Or did they make it?
Exactly.
They definitely use it.
Yeah.
See a white person with gray hair, you think he's 45. They go, I'm 26.
You know what was funny? I was saying that with the the catfish dudes.
One of them has.
Yeah, and he's young. And I'm like, dude, you got gray hair already. It's not like a little streak. It's like his whole head is gray, and he's young.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, white people age terribly.
I don't know. I like to see how white people age. I like to look in the back of their legs and the back of their arms, and they got the granny sinkholes that start forming. I'm like, damn, you guys, you're 20, you aging like milk.
Yes, like milk sitting out. These niggas age bad, bro.
Yeah.
Woo.
So they gotta use the small children to pump that up.
Damn,
Conspiracy theory.
damn, Joe.
Should I say
Somebody gotta drink the kid's blood.
It's the ritual.
there's a conspiracy theory that I'm into, right? I already said like 3 times on the podcast. This conspiracy theory. What do you think about this? Do you think how it goes? Do you think like Mexicans and Asian people look alike?
No.
Do you think Mexicans and Eskimos look alike?
Yes.
Okay. He already said no at once, so I'm kind of like breaking. Do you think Native Americans and Puerto Ricans look alike?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't think the joke gonna work.
The conspiracy is that white people are the aliens because all they want to do is take over.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm always for some white colonizers. Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
so.
so.
The devil, I'm right here.
Now they definitely like go out to history. They are some conquerors, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they come from the Caucasus Mountains. Nobody's supposed to live up there. White people, if you ever notice, white people don't do nothing to heat. They always got shorts on. And then in the coldest of weather, they'll still wear shorts.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're not human.
I remember like over there by the West Side Highway, freaking cold, and the guy was jogging with shorts on, with like air mugs. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Like none of that go together.
Your whole outfit is a contradiction, man.
And you just giving it away that you're not a human right now. You say you're a human suit, my nigga. Damn.
Yeah, like your legs ain't cold, but your ears is like what?
Exactly. And then their skin don't even get red sometimes. Like it's
and he's just jogging. Like I'm like,
I'm on the white people, man. Almost had me.
I remember when I used to leave at 2 a.m. from the comic strip, and I used to come outside, then I just see these little white girls wearing summer clothes. And then I'm over here with my coat. And then a girl next to me like
oh no.
30-degree weather and they do shit like that.
Oh yeah.
What is happening right now?
Yes.
That can't be human.
Shit, look at the Vikings. What are you at? In Iceland or whatever? I don't know how they lived up there.
And one thing white people always want to do, explore. For what?
Oh yeah.
Well, why y'all climbing on the top of the mountains? Ain't nothing up there. What you trying to go up there for? What you trying to take over something? That's so eager. Look, we got tomorrow. Jeff Bezos is going, the day of us recording, tomorrow, Jeff Bezos is going to space.
Come on.
To live in space for a few days so that way they can fucking monopolize space excursion.
Oh yeah. Countries are gonna be doing space territories.
Yeah. They're gonna start claiming space now.
This part of space belongs to Russia.
Ain't no nigga in a rush to get to Mars. What they gonna do the first time they put niggas on Mars? Have us pick red cotton.
Yeah. They gonna and decades later they're gonna say it's a necessary evil.
Exactly.
It was needed for us to have life on Mars, so we needed these people to pick cotton.
Yeah, because we done fucked up the Earth. We done stole all the Earth's resources, ruined the planet to us, global warming. We had to go to fucking Mars now. I saw a paper that said they found underground rivers and shit, underground waters and shit under Mars.
Oh boy.
Like, y'all starting already.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
I want to take some Mars water.
I ain't never going to Mars.
Definitely not. I love the Earth.
Yeah, I'm just stay right here, man. The Earth go down, man. It was my time.
I don't know if I feel waking up seeing a red sky every time.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I like blue better.
Jeff Bezos' face.
Oh, man.
At least there gotta be some some ethnicity to it. I can't just be around a whole bunch of white people. I'm like, do you guys want to hear a joke? Yeah.
They're gonna turn into a real red South.
Oh man. I wonder how that's gonna work for them. It might work out well for them, right? Isn't it like a little bit more colder over there?
At Mars?
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I know they don't have like quite the thickness of the atmosphere we have.
Yeah, so they can't hold it no temperature. They ain't got no ozone layer.
Yeah. So it might work out well for them.
Yeah, white people will feel at home.
It's just crazy.
I'm here.
All these cultures use a whole bunch of drugs and like hallucinogenics, mushrooms and shit. Figured out don't overkill, nourish the nature and stuff. And then white people just came and destroyed everything.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Does that sound human to you?
No.
Should think of all of them.
The very first people on the planet, they say, was the indigenous people, and then you had the people in Africa. They always try to say we all come from all of those cultures and fucking those people. They always valued preserving the earth, like you just said. And here come these crackers.
Mm-hmm.
stealing resources and spices and shit.
What animal is that? Let's kill it.
Exactly.
like even like I used to back in the days, like all the weed strands that they got rid of that we ain't gonna never get again. Like I think was that George Bush the first one when he was just going around destroying all those weeds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now we don't got them no more. They gone.
He was burning all of them, like getting rid of them. Like weed was so terrible to them.
Exactly. The war on drugs, these niggas was wildly.
Yeah.
One thing was fucked up was I think it was Buffalo Bill, right? He killed thousands of buffalo to starve out the Indians,
Get the.
and later making them extinct.
Oh my god.
Sounds white to me.
Yeah.
Sounds about white to me, man. He's correct.
All fair and war. That was probably someone white that said that, right?
Hey, see?
Yeah, let's kill out all of
If
it.
somebody sold white people gunpowder, Asian people made
Asians, yeah. I think they made the first
sold it to
guns.
white people, and look what they done did, started wars.
Oh yeah. That was a game changer right there. Once they got a hold of the Asians showed them how to do guns.
Yep. That's exactly how that happened. Same thing with the Pilgrims. When they first got to this North America, they saw the indigenous people there, and they said, hey man, how do y'all farm and how do y'all make food on this land? And the indigenous people showed them how to do it. And they said, thanks, buddy. All right, you can get the fuck up off me.
Yeah.
Shit, they still didn't keep their word with the Mexican treaties. Puerto Ricans are only known as possessions, so they can't vote, get double taxed. Black people didn't get voting rights until 1960. That's literally 60 years ago.
That's not even a lifetime ago.
Not even a lifetime. And of course, with voting rights, of course, that's with segregation and everything against them. And if you have anything profiting of your race, then come destroy it or exploit it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. They have to have the spending power because they already set the rules that everything is based around money. So if they control the money, they control everything else under it. If anybody tries to make money, they have to have a hand in it, or they're going to dismantle it. That's like the same way when they gave the deuces people to casinos, they have a hand in that.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's the reason why, like, the whole continent of Africa is like still as it is right now, because they told them they're free, but not really. They still got their hand in there. It's like they take all the resources from them and give them the crumbs.
Exactly.
And I'm not. That's what France is still doing to like 15 different African nations. France still got their rifle pointed at them.
Bro, what the fuck is South Africa?
Huh?
What the fuck is South Africa?
South Africa.
South Africa. A whole bunch of white colonies came to South Africa, took it, and now they, instead of calling themselves French, Dutch, they call themselves South Africans. Yeah. And they try to defend themselves against who? Africans.
Actual Africans. And they get mad when people tell them you're not really African, you're a Dutch guy. Yeah. Your people came from Dutch. Oh no, I'm South African. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
It's absolutely Dutch what's going on in South Africa right now.
Yeah. White people telling Africans they're not Africans.
It's getting destroyed right now, right?
Yeah, because I believe one of the leaders they found out was corrupt and
they arrested him.
Yeah. A lot of them African leaders are corrupt. They're working with the Queen of England, they're working with France and all that.
And that goes to my point.
They gotta have their hand in it. Like, the moment one of them guys step away from, they're gonna end up like Zimbabwe. Like when Robert Mugabe, RIP, once he said, fuck the Queen of England, leave me alone. I'm getting all you white people out of my country. And he was really vulgar with it. Yeah. He was literally like, get the fuck out of my country, white people. And once that happened, America, all of pretty much white countries, they teamed up and started putting sanctions on them.
That's crazy.
So that's why Zimbabwe was like a failing country. They were just overtaxing them people,
That's crazy. I never heard that.
And the media would tell you, see, these people can't govern themselves. They need us. And it's like, no, you was taxing them people.
See, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna change
They changed the narrative.
And they'll create the narrative that it's your fault.
See, yeah, look at South Africa. They can't govern themselves. It's like, no, you kept fucking with them. Yeah.
They completely absolve themselves of accountability. What role they played in making that situation happen?
Oh yeah, same thing. What happened with Gaddafi? You know, now look how that country is.
Exactly.
You took like the richest country in Africa, and now look at it.
Exactly.
All because he said, "I don't want to work with you guys no more."
Well, one of them NBA players said something about China. Now he don't work for the NBA. Daryl Morey.
Oh, that's what happened to him.
Yep.
They would have probably got LeBron too if he wasn't too big.
Exactly, because LeBron tried to speak up about it.
Yeah,
LeBron had to apologize.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, he not too sure." Well, like pretty much, that's not like my business. I don't know what's going on over there.
Exactly. Money.
And they killed them. Like, what you mean?
The money is too big. You can't speak on everything, man.
Oh yeah.
So that's just what it is. When the money's too big, you won't fuck up your income.
Yeah, I just like to let people know, like, this is all about money. This is the game about resources, man. Like, this is not, I'm doing it for the people or none of that. No, this is all chess. This is just a play for power.
Exactly. They just put some sanctions on China that they're not going to take in any imported goods that come from.
Exactly.
So we can just make it okay. So when they do that, they're not doing that to like make it seem like they against slavery. They trying to figure out a way to make it legal.
Yeah.
Same way when they abolished slavery in America, you still didn't have rights, you still couldn't get jobs, you still couldn't get health care. So it wasn't just like a fucking human being. So like, yeah, we not living y'all no more, but we just trying to find a way to make slavery legal.
Yeah, and they've just replaced it with the prison system.
Exactly. And what's that called? Redefining the narrative.
Yeah.
You just redefine the narrative. That's all it is.
Oh man. Yeah, definitely great convo, Evan.
Absolutely. I'm like, what we do, 2 hours now?
Yeah. Yeah, salute to you, man.
No problem.
Thank you for so much for being on, though.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Anytime you want to be on, just let me know, and
yeah, definitely. Maybe next time we can find a way to do it in person.
Yeah.
Oh yes. If you got like any studios or areas, let us know. We'll go to you.
Definitely. I'll probably hit up Tony to see what we can do.
All right.
Oh. All right, one.
All right, bro. Thank you.
See ya. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I would chop it up a little long like we do, but you seen them calls.